exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Alrighty then. Hell, I think I'm set. Whee. How y'all doing, baby? It is indeed Tuesday, baby. We're gonna try to get this thing fixed out over here where I can control the volume on that mixer over there. We're gonna have to move it on this side so I can slowly lower the music. Instead, I just gotta reach over here and hit the button, baby. How y'all doing? It is indeed Tuesday. I'm glad y'all are here. Time for another Blue Dot family meeting, baby. Jay Clayton was the first one to jump in. Her and Stephanie are waiting on dinner, baby. Well, I'm sure it will be a romantic dinner indeed. And let's see. Richard Phillips is here. The remixtress is with us. Donald Ware, thank you for being here. Charles Stokel, all the way from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. Appreciate it. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, buddy. How you doing? I'm glad you're here. Tamara Harrington. Oh, darling, I'm so glad to see you. Every time I see you, baby, Connie runs through my mind, baby. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's doing well. I see you on Facebook every once in a while. You and the husband out having a great time. I'm always appreciative to see you. Michael Johnson is with us. Seraphin Coley, thank you. Lady Freedom rocks into all the ships at sea indeed, baby. Mark Perkins is here. Karen Van Wyk, thank you. She's reporting for duty, baby. Randy Curvin, Rantin' Randy on Rantin' Randy's True Patriot Group. Y'all check him out on Facebook and on YouTube. He does his rants daily, baby. You need to check him out. Anyway, BW is with us. Where'd I get the A? BW is with us. Richard Dwayne Dwizzle. I'm going all over the place. Greg Talbert, my buddy out in California. Lauren McGrath, thank you for being here. Dolores Grant. Let me see. I missed somebody there. Tracy Tobias. All you had to do is look over the fence, baby. Anyway, Dizzy Duke is with us. Robin Lyons, Susan Jarrett, thank you. Indeed. Let me see if I can catch up here now. I got to hit the button and do that. Annette Lynch is here. Oh, hell. Virginia Woodley, Dorothy Tyndall, thank you all for being here. And right off the bat, let's get Jeremy McDonald a big thank you. He just jumped in with a $5 donation. Jeremy, thank you very much, brother. It's a nice way to start that out. Pays the bills, baby, I'm telling you. Anyway, what's going on? Well, every day is a new tale, baby. Every day is a new adventure indeed. Let me see if I got it. I'm on my own again tonight. I'm the one in charge of the buttons here. So let me get the button pushing out of the way. I swear, John Diddybag comes up without. Let's catch it right before we get going. John Diddybag, thank you very much. Came in with a $20 donation and said, if there's no noise in a vacuum, how come vacuum cleaners make noise? John, I swear, pondering the great questions of the universe, and that's a. Oh, I hit the wrong one, wrong mouse. That's a great one there, because my vacuum cleaner makes plenty of noise. And the dogs will let you know about it too. John Diddybag, thank you very much. We appreciate it. What's going on? Well, every day's a new adventure, baby. Every day, and today was no different. We're getting more little tidbits out of the new book by Bob Woodward and Robert Costas, Peril, which evidently is a proper name because it sure does seem like we were close, very close. Every time we get a little tidbit of information out of this, we find out, holy shit, were we close? Yeah, we were real close. And today's little tidbit concerns a memo, a 6-point memo that was put out and sent to congressmen and senators, trying to lay out a 6-point plan there, how we can overthrow this government. We can overthrow the election. All we got to do is just discount 7 states, throw it back to the House of Representatives. Every state gets 1 vote. Republicans have the most states. Boom. Donnie is president. It's a solid freaking plan. Except it's completely unconstitutional because they relied on having alternate electors from these states that were ready to go. No, they weren't. These states had already certified their election. There was nothing that Pence could do legally to stop the certification of the vote. But that didn't matter. Just do it. Just delay it. Just get it away from January 6th. Make it. You're going to certify on January 12th, maybe, or something. Just delay it. So when our rioters show up, when the insurrectionists show up, they will think that they have justification. We keep talking about the real danger to our democracy is not those people that tried to climb the walls and battle the police to get inside the building. No, they weren't going to do shit, get their ass arrested and cause some damage, embarrass the hell out of our country. That's what they were going to do. No, it's the senators and the congressmen that were willing to go along with this 6-point plan. Josh Hawley, Ted Cruz, pop right up, baby. All the congressmen that we see, Mo Brooks, all of them, Tuberfield down in now, they were all willing, 140 of them, ready to get on this plan, baby. So every day we have to remind this nation that our country was under attack. Our very democracy was being challenged to a degree that we hardly knew and are just now finding out. And if you think it's stopping, Donnie just wrote a letter to Ratzenberger down in Georgia, the Secretary of State down there, demanding that he decree that the election is to decertify the election. Just get the Georgia to decertify the election, and that'll give us just cause to run down to the Capitol and, I don't know, hang Mike Pence. He ain't there no more, you idiots. We have so much to fix, but if we don't fix this shit, if we don't hold these people account for what they did and what they tried to do, they're going to come back and do it again and again until they succeed. We are a nation of laws. We have laws against this shit. We need to exercise those laws. We need to enforce the laws that we have and hold these congressmen and these senators and these staffers, hold them to account for what they tried to do. But the biggest test will come next year, baby. Next November. We're a little over a year away. There's the test of our democracy. Can we rally the troops one more time? Can we all stand up for this democracy, baby? Because there is so much on the line, baby. But that's not all. This is a big week coming up. This is the budget deal. We got the 1.2 hard infrastructure that was passed with 19 Republican votes already in the Senate. It's waiting there over in the House just to be reconciled and go right up to the president. Then we have the $3.5 billion reconciliation package that we're trying to get through. And I read a story in the news about if we don't get it done this week, it could be another 15 months before we get a shot at it again. I don't know the answer to it. I wish I did. I wish I was up there. We demand something. In my opinion, I'm more along the lines of Bernie. We should have made it bigger. We've nailed it down as far as we can go. If we want to do something for the American people, we need to pass both of these. But we're not going to get it. The 3.5, forget it. Manchin and Sinema aren't going to go, baby. They're just not going to play the game. Joe Manchin is saying, come up with a lower number. It's not about the number. It's about the projects that need to be done. That's what it's about. Then we place a number on that. Oh, well, here's $10. Go do what you can with it. No. We have to do this. Anyway, let me catch one more here because John Diddybag came back with another $10. Thank you, John. And he said, if dogs perspire through their tongues, how come they have armpits? Willie? Jack? I got to remember what dog. I got a dog in here with me tonight because we're having to separate animals before they get all up in each other's face. Anyway, let me see here. David, are you in the room with us, babe?
I am, sir. How are you doing today?
I am doing fine. And yourself, sir?
Not bad, not bad.
Good, good.
I am here. Moral support.
I need it, brother. I'll return it. How's that? It's a mutual aid society here. I'll help you. You help me get through this shit. Yes, I'm by myself again. Oh, Lord, John, be careful there. Let's get Sparky Dunk in the room. Sparky, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here, John. You know what didn't happen at the UN today?
What did not happen at the UN today, Spark?
Our president didn't get laughed at.
Isn't that amazing? I'm pretty impressed with that. Yeah, nobody chuckled out in the audience today. Joe Biden did indeed address the United Nations, and it was under a lot of pressure. You know, we just made that deal with Australia on the sub, and France is a little pissed off at us here, plus all the turmoil that we've had to go through the last year. Yes, I didn't catch all the speech. I'll probably catch up on it later, but yeah, I heard it was a pretty good speech, though.
Yeah, I just caught bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces, yeah. I haven't heard the whole thing. I was out doing my daily chores. Anyway, Ed Bately Jr. Ed Beatty, you with us?
Loud and clear.
How you doing, brother?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing.
And I know everybody here. All right, doing okay.
Oh yeah.
John.
Yes.
I saw the news down in Texas, near the Del Rio.
Del Rio
that Abbott
border.
sent his evil men and minions to round up our innocent Haitians.
Yep.
Which is a shame, and of course
we have a problem, man.
Here's a thought, John. It's just California spent $3 million on trying to recall Newsom.
Yeah.
It won't do the same if you try to recall a Republican governor like Abbott or DeSantis. No, they can simply get away with it.
Yeah, they're trying.
That's why
they don't have recall.
Yeah.
If they had a national election between Abbott and O'Rourke, my ticket would be O'Rourke.
Beto O'Rourke is indeed. He is not declared yet. A lot of talk going on about he might.
Oh, he is. I bet you. I'm betting he is going to. I hope he runs.
I hope.
I mean, I'm hoping that
Matthew McConaughey's thinking about jumping in there too. I can see the handwriting on the wall. Excuse me, just a minute. I'm going to walk off camera, throw a switch, and oh Lord, there went my Discord. I got to throw a switch.
That's John.
Oh dear. He'll be back.
I'll check on over on YouTube.
We got some heavy rain in Savannah. Streets were flooded.
He's muted. He's muted over on YouTube too.
What's going on YouTube?
Going around to fix it.
Wow, I'm getting massive lag and hearing myself back.
Oh man, are you shitting me? Yes, I'm seeing the little red dot over here on my computer turning red.
Should we play some waiting music or?
Okay, I hear you now, John.
Can anybody in the chat hear me at all? Anybody in the chat? Nobody? Oh, I'm not in the damn room.
It's on YouTube. I just don't hear him in Discord.
Shit. I hear Bernadette.
I don't see him yet.
I'm seeing.
I can't hear you, but I'm hearing you through YouTube.
Am I in the room?
Okay, here we go. Welcome back, John.
Thank you. I got kicked out of Discord. Can you believe that shit? Yeah. Yes, I got kicked out of Discord. And besides, I had to get out of my seat because I thought I had a little buzz in the background. I turned the air conditioner off, and I rapidly realized that wasn't going to work. So I turned it back on. Bernadette, are you in here?
Yes, I am.
How are you doing, dear?
I'm fine. Hey, I want to do a shout out to Jeremy McDonald right at the beginning of the show. He jumped in with $5.
Indeed.
So, give him a ding.
Indeed, he did. And John Diddybag, he's making a habit of it because let me catch up one more because John Diddybag just came back with another $10 and said, in a film camera, does the film weigh more or less after you take the picture? See? Questions of the
You know,
universe.
Diddy Bag has a way of pondering.
Yes.
I'm just wondering about that.
I'm just wondering.
Hmm.
You know, that's,
Yeah.
does
He's
the,
on a good one today.
yeah, he's on a roll today. He's on a roll. I checked my dog, and he's sitting over here panting just like the other one out there's panting. And
You know, with the dog, the armpit thing, I kind of asked the question, are they armpits or are they leg pits?
yeah. Have you seen that commercial about these are pants, dog? Have you seen that?
I haven't. I don't have TV.
The two dogs standing there, and one of them's got a pair of pants on that covers his back legs and comes around his waist. The other dog is standing there with a pair of pants that covers all four legs and covers it from his butt to his chest. And the two are standing there. Man, these are pants, dog. No, dog, these are pants. I don't know what those are. These are pants, dog. Anyway. Cute commercial.
That's funny.
Cute commercial.
That's
Anyway.
funny.
You know what's funny, John?
What?
They have little dogs on strollers, and they have little kids on leashes.
Ain't that some
Yeah.
shit? I never could put my kid on leash. I never did like that. I just could not. No.
I put mine on a choke chain.
I put mine on my voice. Get your ass over here, boy. Where are you going? You got too far
That
away,
was a joke, y'all. That
Yeah.
was a joke,
Oh.
okay? I don't want you to think I run around with the kids on choke chain.
Are you shitting me? I seen the picture of Dominic with the spike collar and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't tell nobody.
I won't tell nobody. It's a secret. It's a secret. Well, what are we gonna do,
Anyway.
baby?
I have to say that, you know, I watched or listened to a portion of Biden's speech today at the UN, and it was kind of nice that nobody laughed at him, and it was what you would typically want to hear from a president of the United States. It was rather boring, and because of that, I had to go do something else.
Yeah, we have a life, baby. All of
I knew he
us.
wasn't going to blow up the world.
Then
Ran a little bit long.
Yes, he did. But, you know, he's Biden.
He's going to cover a lot of information, though.
Yes,
he
did.
he said that, and this kind of pissed me off because I didn't see this as part of the speech. I saw it as one of the talking heads talking, and they played the part where Biden is saying that our military can't be our first response. We have to find diplomatic solutions to the problems that we face. And I don't know who it was, Jake Tapper, one of them on there. Well, that's kind of strange to say considering our last 20 years. Well, kiss my ass.
Lately's been
But
making me crazy.
John, this was the first time that a president has gone to the UN without being in a war.
In a war.
Bravo.
Bravo indeed. It just pissed me off. They're wanting to jump his ass for the last 20 years. Oh, no, baby.
That wasn't
I'm
totally
tired of that
his
shit.
fault. We got a whole lot to go around on that one.
There is
Okay.
nothing that we have ever done that has been perfect in every way. And there was no way we were going to pull out of Afghanistan perfectly. There were going to be massive problems, especially since the last asshole that was in there really stirred the pot up and turned all
And
in.
I have to give Boris Johnson credit for saying that about
Yes.
Biden and about the pullout in Afghanistan.
Indeed.
Because there was no way he could get out of Afghanistan
No.
perfectly. Regardless of, you know, it was going to
Donnie
piss
had
somebody
already-
off, namely the doubly impeached one.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's it. Donnie set this shit up for exactly what happened. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of surprised that it went as well as it did. I'm surprised there
And you
wasn't a
know what?
full-out assault on our
And
base.
since we've pulled out, we've still been able to get people out of there.
Indeed.
So bravo, Biden.
Bravo
Done
indeed.
a marvelous job with that. Now, if we
Indeed.
could just, what I want to say is that there's some serious talk about the children being vaccinated October, end of October, beginning of November, and I'm really glad to see that, namely because I have one of them children that needs to get vaccinated.
You do
so,
indeed.
Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, I'm pretty bummed that we didn't get boosters for everyone, but I do understand there's a whole lot of people in this world that haven't gotten even a first shot. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to tamp this thing down, because if we keep letting the wild virus get more wild, it's just detrimental to all of us.
Yes.
The fact that we've passed the numbers of the Spanish flu, and they don't really know how many people died in that. But we don't know how many people died in this one 100 years later with technology to actually track this shit.
Yeah.
So shame on us.
I think
You know?
the death count is a lot higher than we actually
I
know.
know it is, John.
Yeah.
When you have states like Florida and Texas, and I'm sorry to say,
No.
your state is doing this, and
Uh-huh.
most of the states in the South,
My
because of
state.
the freedoms, you know, dummies is more
Yep.
like it.
Yeah.
But,
I like
The
that.
free
I
dumbs.
digress.
Yeah.
You saw what Ron DeSantis did today,
we
didn't
won't
you?
ever know. We won't ever know the true count of how many people have died. But I know someone
Still
who
on
did.
Sanchez and Abbott.
What were you saying, David? About
You saw what
DeSantis?
Ron DeSantis did, who he appointed the Florida Surgeon General, a anti-mask or anti-vaxxer who says COVID's no big deal.
Yeah.
UCLA, where he graduated, has disassociated himself with him because of it.
Really?
Yeah, Lapato,
Lapato.
or I'm getting his name wrong.
He's the Florida Department of Health.
He's the Florida Surgeon General.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's a direct DeSantis appointment. So yes, there's still, to back up what Bernadette was saying, there's still leaders that are denying what's happening.
Yeah.
They're all the way denying this shit and want to blame it on people coming across the border. Well, there hasn't been a steady flow of people across the border, and yet I don't know, places like Montana seems to keep going up. Idaho, the shit that's going on in Idaho.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Y'all stay away from Idaho. You don't even want to get in a car accident in Idaho.
You don't.
They don't have any beds.
I'm a bit leery of Idaho for the main reason is if you go to look, that's where a lot of white supremacists, that's their homeland up there. That is a very red district area up there. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by it. Jack got to get down.
We do have blue dots up there. I will let you know that because I talked to them.
Oh yes, we have blue dots all over the place.
It's going to be
everywhere.
Tito's going to be a tough nut to crack.
The name of this one down there that you just saw, that's Jack, and Jack's brother Willie is out in the living room, and Vicky's in a cage. It's going to stay that way until these two quit trying to kill each other over. Anyway, I got to get that dog fixed. Is what the problem is. It's a wonderful day. A lot of yelling at dogs here. He is cute. We've had these two ever since they were born. They were born in this house, and Lord have mercy, he's about 12 years old, I think, and 1,200 pounds for a small dog. Anyway, so we got the budget, the debt ceiling to deal with this week.
Yes, and it's just remarkable that Moscow Mitch would come out. This man, his whole goal is to make sure Biden is an unsuccessful president.
Indeed, he's doing the same
That's
tactic that he tried on Obama.
Yep.
Make sure they don't get anything. He's willing to let this country default on its debt because raising the debt ceiling is what allows us to pay for what we already.
He didn't have no problem doing
This
that
just
shit
paying
when
the
his
bills.
little criminal buddy was in office.
Yeah.
The buddy that wants to get him out now. Did you see that?
Boy, turncoats, aren't they?
Ain't they?
Holy shit.
No honor amongst thieves.
Trump's dumbass, who needs a fucking enemy?
No. And but good. I'm all happy that he's still out there trying to push the buttons. Just makes him look worse. He just keeps shooting.
I say, hey, fuck Trump, go for that one, okay?
Yeah.
Go for that one. 'Cause
Jeremy.
if anybody could get his ass out of office, it would be him.
Yeah. Jeremy, are you with us?
Here, John, and since you guys are all talking about COVID, I had an experience today.
Uh-oh.
To have my semi-annual physical, which I haven't had in 2 years because I didn't want to go near hospitals or anything with COVID-related stuff.
Right.
And I was in there, and I'm talking to my doctor, and we're kind of joking, and he says, "You're clearly sensibly wearing a mask, you're double vaccinated." And I mentioned, yeah, but there's still a lot of people that aren't. It's not going to change the next year. And he agreed. even though they're going to start allowing younger kids to get it, we're still going to the same dumbasses saying, not me, not my kids. And I said,
Indeed.
I feel this is going to go on for another year. He said, definitely it will. And on top of that, we got to talking about my friend who passed away. I mentioned a while ago, older gentleman, probably
Right.
not really old, 55, overweight, diabetic, didn't get his shot
that
for
old.
whatever reason.
Right.
And found out he was positive, didn't seek treatment. He was dead 3 days later.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sorry,
So
Jeremy.
he said one of the front ladies in the office where I went today was a denier. I say was because she fucking got it and died in 2 days.
Boy, howdy shit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's bad. But that's how fast it can happen.
When-
Hello,
when
Chris
you have
Kloss.
people-
I just seen his name go by. I want to yell out to Chris. How you doing, Chris? I hope all the family is well. Glad to see you there, brother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
When you have people who are in the medical field and they choose to be deniers, that's disturbing for one. But I'm at the point where we know what works, and so if you make that choice, you're an adult and you make that choice. I'm losing my compassion for you.
I just saw an interview with 4 nurses that had refused to get the vaccine, and they were interviewing. And this one, the one that stuck in my head, was when she was asked, well, she responded, well, why haven't you gotten the vaccine yet? Well, I'm doing I want to do my own research. And she was challenged on that question as well. The facts are out here. All you have to do is look at them. Everybody gives their the efficacy rate and all that stuff. It's all right there. It's facts. You can just look at that. And she answers, are they really facts? Are they really? You can't
Not
win
on
it.
Earth too.
You can't win it. Slap
No,
her.
they're
Just slap
not
her.
facts.
Yeah.
They live by
Go away.
alternative facts over there.
Yes, that's when you start to say, "Are those the real facts?" Well, I don't know. Why don't you go to school, become a scientist, and get your damn microscope out? And you don't gonna do that though. Ain't gonna do that. Somebody already did that for you. Go ahead.
Bloodman posted that sadly true but sort of funny comic a couple days ago. The guy who's blue in bed with the tube down his throat saying, "God, please save me." And you see coming down from the heavens, "I sent you a vaccine, you dumbass."
Yeah, I sent you a vaccine. What do you? I'm glad to see.
Hey, I sent you doctors. I sent you scientists. I sent you people who have knowledge about this kind of stuff. They have spent their entire lives studying this kind of. Bro of the Fifth Element had a really good video today. He put out today regarding the history of the mRNA vaccine. Really short. Went all the way back to, I don't know, the 60s, somewhere around there, with the history and the start of when this type of vaccine was started and used, and throughout the history
which is
now.
a method of delivering the antibody. That's what mRNA is the delivery system.
It's been around a long time.
These people running around talking about, well, I need to do my research. You do need to do some reading. Yes, maybe you could watch a video or two. Nicki
Unless
Minaj
it's on TikTok.
And her cousin's boyfriend's testicles getting swollen. She needed to still do some research. Everybody's searching for his dumb ass.
Well,
this is fucking ridiculous.
They found out.
When you have a medical professional that says this shit, it's outrageous.
Outrageous. It's ridiculous. And that nurse knew better. Are you shitting me? Everything that has to do with your job is based on science.
On the other side, she knows she can't do that shit again.
This is
and
just
none of them can.
A case of just make up whatever the hell it is that you can pull out of your ass to try to justify your ignorance. And it doesn't work, because no matter what you say, I'm sitting there looking at you, you're stupid.
Kids here in California, she was a nurse. And she died a week before having her baby, or after her baby was, she's dead. She leaves 5 kids, and her husband leaves 5 kids for their parents to raise.
And Republicans will scream if you try to give them any aid. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, free dummies.
Yeah.
Free dummies.
Yeah. None of it adds up. Never does. Never does with Republicans.
I applaud Biden for what he's doing. He's taking it on the chin, like a president should.
Yes, a president should be challenged.
This country. We're approaching 700,000 people dying from this in this country that we know of, and I really think it's way higher than that.
Indeed. And it doesn't look good. The prospects aren't looking good for anything getting better anytime soon.
Sadly, if you do the math,
Freedom.
that 700,000 number will hit within the next 1 to 2 weeks. Probably the first fully left over, maybe the second.
Yeah, definitely before the beginning of the year. Definitely. And that's insane in a country that's supposed to be smart.
We're supposed to. But why are we where we are? Why are we here? Is it because of the vaccine?
We
No.
have free dummies running around.
Is it because our medical institutions? No. We're here. We're in this position because the right-wing media nut jobs have made a bundle of money.
Because of policies, John.
Yes.
Because of the Republican policies.
They don't have any. Their policy is to screw everything up.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do have a policy.
Screw it up.
Their policy is killing people.
That's it. Kill it. And whoever said a minute ago is right.
Because they don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit because the worse things get, the more the Republicans in 22 are going to stand up and scream, oh, look how terrible things are. Brought to you by the Republican Party. And the debt ceiling is a prime example. Mitch McConnell says, no, we're not going to do it. The United States will go into default. Our credit rating will go down. We all remember the last time this shit happened. For no reason.
And what that means, and let's make it perfectly clear. Everybody out there on Social Security, he's fucking with your check.
Yeah. If government shuts down, baby, that involves everything.
Yeah. I was told straight up by a Trumpster back around probably the end of December of last year that because we had said for 4 years that Trump had help, we never said he couldn't be president. We said he had help. We never tried to change it or get rid of it. We legally tried to look into it. He said we have the next 4 years to do the same goddamn thing. And what we're seeing right now is what they're doing. They're doing everything they can to mess with things because they want to make it hard for him.
Mitch McConnell did this shit when Obama was in office.
This is their playbook.
The entire fucking time.
This is their playbook.
This ain't new.
Yeah, but they did not sign the debt ceiling.
No.
Yes, they did. The fucking Republicans shut this government down several times.
And it affected
that wasn't because of the debt ceiling.
What was it about?
The budget.
Okay, that was the budget.
The continuing resolution.
There you go. I'm sorry, you're right, Sparky. That was a continuing resolution to keep the government running.
The continuing resolution is on the debt ceiling.
The what now?
No, it's two different things. It's two different things.
Yeah. The debt ceiling is what allows us to pay the bills that we already have. The budget is budgeting what we want to spend, what next year's budget will be. That's what the difference with those is.
Remember, Trump made the big deal about his wall, and because we wouldn't give funding in the budget for his wall,
hold on, Burnett,
he wasn't going to sign the budget.
Say that again,
and that's why he
David.
shut down. It was because of the wall. He wanted money in their budget for the wall, and the Democrats said, no, we're not going to give you money for your stupid wall. So Trump threw a fit and wouldn't sign the budget.
Right. That was the budget. That was the debate.
Two shutdowns. He did it twice.
Right. But it's never been.
Every time a Democrat has been in office, the Republican has screamed about the debt ceiling. And yet when their fucking asses are in office, they raise that shit and move the bar all the time.
They're the ones spending the money.
They move the Senate rules. They would fucking get rid of the parliamentarian, and they've done that before too.
What the Republicans do is when they oh shit, I just lost my train of thought.
The Democrats need to start playing like fucking Republicans and stop this shit.
The Republicans are not about governing. They're not about policy. They're about holding power and appeasing the people that give them money to hold the power.
Indeed.
They are not worried about the country being functional or running, and they really don't give a shit about what happens to the people in the country. It's all about
and we all know
power
that.
and regaining power.
And when they are in power, their
When they're
main
in
concern is to steal money. They take money. You know, this 3.5 trillion we're talking about for the human infrastructure bill that Biden wants, that is squat compared to what the Republicans gave the wealthy, which ended up being like, I think, $11 trillion or $12 trillion over time.
Or what they've given the Defense Department, or what they've stolen
and not
from
paid
other
for.
areas of the government to give to the Defense Department.
We have a way to pay for it, but our way of paying for it is to tax the rich, and which flies in the face of the Republican mantra of that's who they protect. You have to wonder, really. I mean, we say this all the time. They vote against their own interests. Everything you look at in that human infrastructure bill would help the lower and to middle class, the lower and poor people of this country. That's who it affects. So you'd think, well, them people, they should be out there voting for it because they're going to be the ones to benefit the most from this. Working families. But no, they keep
that group of people tied down with cultural war issues.
Yes, they do. Patriotic issues, bumper stickers.
Fear the immigrants, fear the Haitians, fear the brown people.
The reason you're poor is because all these people are pouring across the border.
It's a very effective tool which is used to distract these people from what they're really doing, which is subsidizing the rich in this fucking country.
Which is exactly what we do.
Are a part of.
We subsidize oil and gas companies. Really? Have you seen the freaking profits they're posting? It's out of this freaking world. And we prop them up. We can't even get a simple thing like negotiating drug prices through for Medicare. And I've already pointed out what I pay for my prescription medicines, which is through the employee's health benefit plan, because I'm a federal employee. And the common person on the street with an insurance pack. You know, I get my drugs a whole lot cheaper because it's negotiated through the federal employee system, the federal system. And yet we have what, 3 of our own congressmen. And one of them up in Washington, I think, I have their names written down somewhere, but they voted against that because Big Pharma is in their district. You know, hey, I can't vote against these people. They live in my backyard.
Walk.
Big Pharma has to.
Big Pharma gives money to both sides.
They do, which is why we have the system we have. Don't think for a minute that this lobbyist bullshit money only affects the Republicans. No, baby, it affects both sides. And that's how come we don't have health care. We have profit care. We take care of the profit system for the insurance companies and the big pharma. We make sure that they get their money, baby, because that money is also used to help fund their campaign.
You know what we need, John? We need more people in government we need more people in government like Aaron Trombley.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And there's Aaron Trombley's ad right there. Aaron Trombley is running for town council up in Morrue, New York. That is her official Facebook account, and that is her actual guaranteed certified Act Blue account. So if you want to donate to somebody who is actually trying to make a difference in her community, Aaron Trombley's your person, baby. So yeah, if you have a few bucks laying around, Aaron could use it, because it's not cheap running a campaign, getting out flyers and having people help you and all that. It takes money. And so if you can, yes indeed. David, thank you for reminding me. I'm on my own, so I gotta remember what I'm doing. I got my play buttons.
Hey, it was a good place for a segue, that's all.
I'm trying to find a place for this camera. I don't know. I put it there, but I'm not sure I like it there. I want to put it over there. I'm not sure if I like it over there. I don't know. You know, trying to be professional here and give you a different view. You know, like when I could look at it and go, meet me at camera 2, and then, you know, you're over here like this talking to them assholes. Anyway. I'm trying. Entertainment, my friend.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think you just like pushing them buttons.
I do indeed. Let me see who am I. Oh, Ed got kicked out of the room. I do like my buttons, and I've practiced the two. The one I think of the Republicans what they need to do before they come back. I play them right back to back.
You are pukes. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
And don't come back until you've redeemed yourselves.
He's such a bunch of maggots. Get
I
out of
heard
here.
today that
Huh.
one of Eric's lawyers quit on him today.
Yes, that's what I
Because of one
saw.
of two things. Either he's not paying, which is Trump style, or Trump is lying to his lawyer. And it was clearly stated it's one thing if your lawyer lies for you, but if you lie to them so they can't help you, you're fucking yourself.
Well, yes, indeed. Let me call this out because Ben Stroud just came in with a $5 donation. Thank you, Ben. And he says, please keep my father in your prayers. He is on his way to the KUER. His heart. Doctor wants to come in. He is having CHF symptoms, very severe. Fuck Trump and the GOP, even in a crisis. Ben, thank you very much. Even in a crisis, Ben will remember to say fuck Trump because that's basic to our psyche. Ben, indeed, keep Ben's father in your prayers if you can. Keep him in your heart, and let's hope for the best for him. I'm sure he'll come through just fine. Ben, take care of him. Anyway, yes, Media Main 6, stop the welfare for the rich. Well, if we just did that, think of the possibilities of the things that we could do.
This is why I come back to the Voter Rights Act again and again. It really has to start here so we can get money out of government so we can take control away from these people.
It does. At the basic,
the vote is what we have. That's why they're trying to minimize the vote.
That's it. If they could take away that, then they've solved all their problems. All they have to get in office one more time, and they'll stay there forever.
Yeah. If they take away that, we're serfs again.
We are indeed. The only power that we have as a society that our documents give us is the power to vote. It's the most powerful tool that we have. I stressed it the other day. We could outdo those lobbyists' money. We could outbid them in the control of power. But we have to be unified in it. When we come together, it doesn't matter how much money the lobbyist throws at them. If they're not in office to collect, baby, what good is it to them? At a certain point, they have to turn their attention to their constituents, the ones that are out there yelling, making noise, demanding change. That's how it happens. And that only happens when me and you and all of us get out there and do our thing, baby. Demand that we get this change. Demand that we get everything that this country is entitled to. Because we've been screwed for years. Go ahead, Bernadette.
Oh, I was just going to say, a lot of us get complacent and we get comfortable with the way that it has been, and we all wanted to go back to that, but it ain't going back to that. They're not going to let it.
No.
Okay? And if we don't fight for what's remaining, they got the numbers for the census. They are ready to redistrict every area of this country. And if you think that doesn't make a difference in your world, guess again.
Yeah. And
what the Republican legislature is doing in Philadelphia and trying to get people's personal information about them.
Driver's license,
you
everything.
You haven't heard about that one?
Oh, yeah. Social Security, last 4 digits, everything.
Social Security number.
Your address, how you voted in the past.
Kind of information that you would need in order to, do identity theft.
And to speak to Bernadette's point, what the Republicans are banking on is that you do have to get tangled up in your life, that you get more involved in your life just trying, and we all do. We all have to make it every damn day. You got to do something. You can't spend all day protesting or writing letters. You got to go to work. You got to go to the grocery store. You got to do the laundry. You got to do whatever the hell it is you got to do. So they're banking on that.
It's complicated for us.
It does.
That's why they keep the system so convoluted. The medical system's a perfect example of this.
Yeah.
They keep it so convoluted so we get discouraged, throw up our hands, go, I got to get to work.
Yeah.
I got to get bills paid. I can't deal with this.
I can't deal with this right now. I got things to do. And they count. Yes, they count on that.
And feeding your kid is more important. But they are counting on us being distracted with our lives and how hard they are making it for us just to live.
Well, they sit on yachts and chuckle at the poor people down in the...
anybody else, but in the last week or so, that every time that I've gone to the store, the shelves are a little bit more empty.
And prices are way up.
Prices are going up. And on a personal note, what's up with the freaking cat food? Really? Cat food? There's no cat food?
All of a sudden, there's no cat food.
There's no cat food. I go to look and they got them little bitty cans, like $10 for each little tiny can, some gourmet dinner and a.
John,
are you shitting me? I ain't buying them things.
I couldn't find it. I had to buy a little teeny tiny bag.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that I've noticed, mainly because I have 18 cats on my porch now. Jesus, I gotta get this one.
I noticed, and I only got 2.
Yeah. 2?
Yeah.
Expect a package.
No.
All right, I'll send you a package tomorrow.
No.
You don't have enough part of that.
No.
Cats are us. We'll ship them. We'll ship them out today.
No.
Lord have mercy. No, we was just. Yeah, Tracy Tobias. Yeah, the cat food has been looted for months. It has for months now. You know, all you can find is them little. Hello, Jack. I'm sorry, buddy. Am I ignoring you? My dog down there saying, "Hey, Dad, what the fuck? Pet me or something." Occasionally, he's fine. He's a good dog. He's the one that doesn't bark. Put the other one back here with me, and you'd be hearing nothing but whining and crying, and you'd be swearing up and down. There'd be dog abuse going on. It's pitiful.
Sounds like Fox News.
Yeah, that's about what it sounds like.
Right.
A bunch of whining and crying over nothing, and that you ain't gonna get. That brings up another problem in our society. What do we do with a Fox News, with a One American Network, or, you know, Newsmax? You know,
Truth and Information Act.
Yes. There's got to be somebody held accountable with the bullshit that they really put out there, because they have an obligation, I think, at least.
Then let's start with the really big one. How about Facebook?
Well, that would be a
Facebook
great
needs to
way
be
to start.
held accountable as a media organization now, not just social media.
Not just social media,
They
because
need to be held accountable.
They are selling advertising and making a mint of money doing it.
Accountable.
Yeah.
They have
Social
been exposed.
Media and the whole bit, man. They
have done research now, and we've uncovered the fact that Facebook did know the research, just like the tobacco company did back in the day, that they know that what they're doing is harmful to certain age groups, but they buried that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Instagram, is it? Was that story on?
Instagram, yes.
Yeah.
That was the story.
The effect it's having on young people and the amount of suicides.
But you know who owns Instagram? Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook owns Instagram.
It comes back to one person who has no conscience at all about how he makes his money.
As long as he's making lots of it, you know. And at some point, you know, we got to get a handle on it. How we do that, I don't know. Again,
Well, it comes back to the Voters' Rights Act. We need to seize that back so we can start pushing through legislation to get these people regulated, to nullify their money, and that's a problem.
There's so much to do. There's so much to do.
Let me.
And here's the thing: pick a cause and stick with that cause, and just go for that one cause.
Let me pitch this again. And this is just this is not advertisement or nothing. It's just I found this app. I really like this app, and it gives me all the information I need about just about anything I want to know about. And it's called ActiVote, 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 and talk about right down to your local school board. I mean, every race that you can be involved in, or every issue that is coming up within your sphere of political elections and stuff, is on that app. When you put in your zip code and where you live, they know every issue and every candidate, from school board member all the way up to the president. And so if you want to get into your Senate races, your congressional races, you want to find out more about who's running and all that, push the button. It tells you who's running, gives you their rating, and there's a whole other page of issues, what bills are in front of the House, in front of the Senate, what bills are in front of your local city and state. So it's a great way to get that information, because that's where it starts.
if you're looking for it, remember it's activote.net. It's not a .org or .com. You got to go to activote.net because there are a few others out there.
I got the app on my phone, which is handy as shit. Because when I'm somewhere doing something and I'm waiting on something, I could just pull that up and I start, because there's a whole list of issues. Every issue you can think of, there's a button there to push, and it discusses the issue a little bit and then asks you where you are on that issue. And then when you select what your answer would be, then the results pop up, and you can see how many people by percentage whose opinions are there. So it's not just a left-leaning app. This is just, it gives you the issues, it gives you all the information. I gave my congressman a 1 star because he ain't even worth that. If they could get down to halves or quarters, that's where
or none.
Or none.
Or how about some negative stars?
Yeah, but I did notice that he has my congressman, Michael Cloud, has a 2.3 star rating. 2.3 for my congressman in my district. He sucks.
Out of what, 5?
Out of 5 stars, he's got a 2.3. I don't even think he deserves that. I mean, talk about a guy that went AWOL. Yeah.
Wouldn't he have to be visible once in a while to have 2.3 stars? He's like the invisible congressman.
He is. He just disappeared. Ever since January 6th, which for him is smart. He's trying to lay low. His name has not come up that much in this. I'm looking to see if it does, because I believe it will. Because Michael Cloud was one of those people that stood up and tried to block the vote. I believe I believe the possibility exists that he was in that group that got the memo or something on how we're going to try to overturn the election. No, I don't trust him. I don't think he's a patriot at all. I can't wait for for 22. Because I joined a group here recently at District 27, and it was reminding people that in Texas it's open primary, which means, hey, you can vote in any primary you want. You're a Democrat, that's fine. You want to vote in a Republican primary? How about it? Okay. He's suggesting that maybe people ought to go in there and vote for somebody other than Michael Cloud. Get his ass out for sure. Put somebody else up against them. Anyway, you were going to say, Bernadette?
I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't? No, I put you on the spot.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Virginia Woodley says it's funny. I've not heard anymore.
That's cool. That's cool, John, because, people do need to be involved in their own community, and that means down to, the
down to school board.
Down to the school board. These idiots out here, the free dummies, they are all about getting on the school board, and once they get a hold of your child's education, yeah.
Now I don't know about y'all.
Yeah.
And I late bloomer into politics on a larger scale, but a lot of times, so many times, I have been to vote, years and years of voting, and you go to vote and you're looking at, you're going to vote for the mayor or, this. Then you get down to the issues. Well, okay, you go through the issues, you try to vote your best way on that, what you think, and you're not that well informed, but you're trying to make a good judgment call. And then you get down to the things like school board member and stuff, and most people are like, I don't know, pick one. That little app actually gets right down to your local school board. So when you do get, you don't have to study up. Or before you go to vote, you can go to the little app there and at least find out who's on the ballot. And you go, okay, well, okay, she was born here. There it is. She's been in education for so many long, gives a little bio to help you be informed.
Because they'll let you take this in to vote. When they send you that little voting pamphlet before each vote, take this app, go over that pamphlet, and mark in advance, especially the little obscure elections like you're talking about.
Right.
Mark those off, which ones in advance you're going to vote for. It doesn't really take that long. That app's really quick about it.
Yes, very fast, and all the information is right there, and it does. It gives you that ability to be a more informed voter when you walk into that booth, and that's what we want. We want you informed, because if you're informed, then you're motivated. You can go in there and you say, look at here, Betty Jones. I read about her. I don't like her. You know.
We need to be informed about the people who are running locally.
Yes.
You know, the town council people.
Well,
the
they
people
say all
that sit on
politics is local.
Yes.
And that's
the nice
why
thing about mail-in votes
Aaron
is you
Trombley
can
is
sit down
running
with
for
this
town
app
council.
and-
What's
Exactly.
that, David?
I was just saying that's the nice thing about mail-in votes is you can sit down with something like this app and just do it right there on your
Right.
desk. Take your time at it.
Yeah.
Take a couple of days if you
If
want.
you go into a booth, then normally you're a little more rushed. Or,
Run, Aaron, run.
You know, run, Aaron, run. Indeed, I love her artwork. By the way, that's just so cool. If you can afford to donate to Aaron, please send a few bucks
yeah.
her way, because I'm telling you, running a campaign is not
She's
easy.
Very, very bright. If you haven't talked to Erin, then come on over to Discord. She hangs out
Yes.
in there sometimes. And in fact,
over to
she's
the
in there
Blue Room.
now. She's in the audience listening to the live show.
Right now.
You know, run, Erin, run.
Yeah.
Because the woman is very smart. She's intelligent. You'll get a kick out of her. She's funny. She posts some funny shit. And she needs our support as Blue Dots. So
Indeed.
go on over to John's page. Click on the link.
Yes.
Go to her Facebook page. Click on the link. Go to Act Blue.
It's
Donate,
easy to
run,
do nowadays.
Elect Aaron.
All you have to do is push a
come on,
button
we can do
nowadays.
this. You know, give what you got. It don't have to be a lot, but
No.
every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps.
helps.
When it combines
Yep.
up with other little bits, it makes a bit. And somebody just asked me about bit, by the way, what happened to the cat. The cat's fine. Still having that problem of it don't want to eat. It wants to suck on a nipple. And
Well,
I'm a terrible daddy.
Mom would say, "Mom,
I stick a bottle in
that's
its mouth."
because you're a daddy. If Mom was there, she'd have been
Yeah,
there
she
had
did.
that solved."
Marcia is. She shut that cat up, because it'll sit over
Hey, John,
there.
enough
Huh.
about these cats and dogs. How's Jenny?
Jenny is doing fine. It just made me think, where is Jenny? Jenny's in the front yard. Who's that? Was that you? Don't be doing that. Dog up there looking at me. Jenny's doing fine. She's out in the front yard right now. I'll have to move her after the show and put her back under the house. But it's been a very peaceful 3 weeks.
Right on.
You know, it's we're enjoying it. It's been no major events. One little flare up, but we took care of that pretty quick, and
Right on.
so we're hoping things just smooth out and mellow out, and everybody enjoys life as we were meant to be. So
Yeah.
that's
Go
nice.
do you.
Yeah. What else are we asking for in life, except to spend
Yep.
your life in peace, harmony, and be able to live without so much strain that your back is breaking. And that's what the big push is on the 3.5 trillion package. That's what the big push is for raising the minimum wage. It's because people are realizing that, hey, we're glad the CEO makes a boatload of freaking money, but he doesn't need that much. He could pass a little bit of it down, because people got to live. We've gone beyond that. We were back in the Father Knows Best days. Daddy worked and Mommy stayed home and made dinner, and everything was fine. Not really, but that's the way it was portrayed. And then we went into that time where, to make it, you have to have a dual income. And now we're at that point. I don't even know if a dual income is enough. Somebody's got to have a third job there. Somebody's got to get two. Maybe one can have one. Because now with the rate of inflation, the cost of living in this country, are you shitting me? The rent itself.
If you ever want to follow Robert Reich or some of the other economists on this that trace the history of this, where we went from a single income country then to a dual income country, and we're now into a debt income country where people literally are living off credit cards in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
That we have slowly but surely put more and more. It's one of the reasons the middle class is shrinking so rapidly and becoming the lower middle class to the poverty class.
Yes.
The poverty class is now a whole separate poor class.
And it increases every day. Every day there's more people that lose their house.
It also corresponds with, having manufacturing in this company and then becoming a consumer nation.
Yeah, indeed it
We
does.
don't manufacture anything anymore.
Yeah. Jack, are you okay, buddy? I'm just checking on my dog.
Hey, John, you have a song for Joe Manchin and for
I do.
Mitch McConnell.
I have a song for all of them.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow.
You know when that will happen?
And I suspect that's going to happen the very same day that I start shooting silver dollars out of my ass.
That's the day they're going to shut the fuck up. Until then,
I would be happy if Manchin and Sinema would just start representing their constituency instead of Coke interest in industries. I just, that's all I really want is them to do their goddamn job.
They're not going to, because that's not their mission in life. Joe Manchin, he is in a fossil fuel state. It's a coal state. He is bound to it, and he is going to protect that corporate culture that allows that bullshit to go on. Mountaintop removal, all that kind of stuff. It's filthy work.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous to the environment, and we all know it. But Joe's tied to it. Christian Sinema, I think she's just looking at a job further out the road. She wants to be a lobbyist or some shit. That I swear.
Hell, she's taking $500,000 from the pharmaceutical industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's getting paid. Yeah. She's making money. She's making a plan for the future, and it doesn't include you. Doesn't include her constituents. You know, there are so many people that see the handwriting on the wall, that there is a limited time that they will spend in Congress. Okay, now you got to look past the Chuck Grassley's of the world, because they're there for freaking ever, and they're solid in their support. But these other ones, they're not so solid. Maybe a Trumper, maybe somebody a little bit more conservative will come along and knock their ass out. What am I going to do for the future? I can't be a congressman forever. They won't let me. So they got to make a plan. And their plan usually involves something to do with how their job in the government as a congressman or as a senator. They can move right into a lobbyist position and help write the laws, because they are the ones that pass the laws and know what words have to be used and in what place to distract from the real meaning of the law. It's terrible. And Curtis Wood, I want to thank for coming in with $5. He said, I see one thumb down. Hi, Dakota. Just want to say, give the propers where they're due.
I have some more good Texas news.
Give me more Texas good news, please.
There's scuttlebutt that
I love
Mr.
scuttlebutt.
Castro, and I'm drawing his, use a military term for you.
Yeah.
That Mr. Castro, I'm drawing a blank on his first name, that ran for president.
Is Joaquin Castro?
That he is looking to challenge Ted Cruz for his Senate seat.
Yeah, but
I think he would be an excellent candidate to do so.
Ted don't come up till 26, I think now. Or 24.
2024, isn't it?
2024? Let me see. He came in, he beat Beto in 18. Okay,
that election's
18,
only about 2 years, 20. A month away.
Yeah, 24. 24. He'll be back up in 24, and then John Cornyn comes up in 26 again.
And I think he could be a real viable challenge for Cruz.
I think, yes, he could. Joaquin Castro, he's out of San Antonio. His family's big down here. He carries a lot of name recognition. He's been a congressman. Yes, he could be a contender. Somebody is going to step up, because, again, looking at especially my two senators, John Cornhole and Ted Cruz.
Ted the Blobfish Cruz?
Yeah, especially Cruz, in Cruz's case. He has shot himself in the foot again in the public realm. Remember, he left his dog, run off down to Cancun, and left his poor little dog in the house with nothing but a latte machine. That was it, Ted. What was the dog going to do?
Who was in Texas raising money for people? Who was in Texas helping people when he was running off?
AOC.
Oh, AOC and Beto O'Rourke.
A congressman out of New York did more for my state than Ted Cruz, the senator of this state, did. Oh, but Ted got his picture out there handing out water. Look here, get me in this picture holding this candle, this box of water. It was.
Wasn't that pitiful?
But that's just one of his outrageous bullshit crap that he's done. He made a fool of himself running for the president. running for the, in 2020. Donald, you're a sniveling whatever. And then turned to, don't attack my wife and I'll get you and all this. Use your moral bullshit. Ted got down and kissed Donnie's ass the minute he lost the primary and Donnie was the candidate. Next thing you know, Ted Cruz out there on the phone doing phone banking for him. Hello, I want you to vote for my buddy Donnie. It's sickening.
Oh, Ted Cruz's tongue is still stained orange.
Still to this day. By the way, Tony Boyd. You can only be quiet in here for so long for somebody going to point you out and go, hey, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I'm doing fine. I'm just waking up,
Just waking up.
I'm one of them night owl people. Can't get out of that shift work after all them years,
Oh, man, I know what you mean.
Stay up all night.
That's how come I'm up in the morning.
It's raining. Yeah, it's raining here today, and you know how rain arthritis is.
Yeah. Well, rain's just a good reason to stay inside.
Yeah,
I don't like
wake
the
up,
rain.
feel like somebody done beat you with a sledgehammer after you done been asleep all
I don't really want to get wet.
Fighting in crazy dreams,
Lord
But
have
other than
mercy.
that, I'm doing okay. I mean,
Good.
I was sitting there listening to you guys and laughing a bit and everything, and I said, how the hell would Donald Trump and Booger eating Ted?
Yep, Booger eating Ted, the future king of America. Yep. And indeed.
Thank you for reminding me about that, Tony. I forget that that's his nickname.
Yeah. Robin Kincaid says it so perfect. I've heard it 100 times, and I still can't say it the way she does.
Goodness.
But yes. Have you been cooking much, Tony? Are you cooking?
Well, I cooked, was it last night and night before last, but tonight I got Paulette in there beating her butt over the stove. All we're having is chicken patties and some fries,
Chicken patties and fries. Well, that's one of them quick meals that you.
Yeah.
That's the meal you want to cook when you don't feel like cooking. We got an air fryer, which I think is just about the greatest invention ever. Greatest thing since the pocket.
She looked at me and I said, go in the refrigerator and see what's in there. We got to eat first. Don't want no science projects, grown in the refrigerator. And she said, all we got is there's a piece of rib and a pork chop and some broccoli salad and stuff. I said, well, we can eat that. She said, I can make you chicken sandwiches. I said, okay. My head was hurting. I said, go ahead. I don't care. I'm fine.
I brought home a whole
go
chicken.
ahead and make it,
And some, what Marcia calls cheap-ass biscuits.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Cheap-ass biscuits. You know what we use cheap-ass biscuits for? That's some little things, just generic biscuits. Those are dumplings. You can put a little flour, roll them things out, cut them into dumplings. Yeah, I brought home a whole chicken and 2 cans of them biscuits. That's an indication of that's what I want. If I bring home chicken and biscuits, that's what I want. I want some chicken and dumplings, and we are supposed to get a little cool front, so tomorrow's temperature is supposed to dip down to, or tomorrow evening, it's supposed to get down to 58. Ooh, that's dead of winter.
Thank you, dude.
That's dead of winter.
Weather.
That's sweater weather. That's chicken and dumplings weather. Yeah.
You gonna pull out your parka, John?
Yes. Well, for a day or two. For a day I won't wear shorts. Because I'll go back to get my pants on. But, if you don't like the weather here in South Texas, just wait a minute. It'll change. So it'll only stay for a day or two.
We had a few drops of rain the other day, which I was so glad to see because it really did help to tamp down the fires in my area.
Which is well needed.
Still burning in the inner portion of the state, but we'll take any and all rain, so I appreciate that. What happened was that Dominic and I went out the day before and washed the car. So, that's the Humboldt rain dance. You wash your car and then you get rain. And that's exactly what happened. And so I might go wash the car again.
Wash it again. You need more rain. TW in there bragging about he don't put shorts on until it gets down to 30 degrees. Are you shitting me? We don't even get, let me see. I don't know, John, that's shorts weather for me once it gets down in the 30s and I'm putting on my, you can have them temperatures.
He's acclimated.
Yes, he is acclimated. Yes, buddy, I'm right here. Oh, I got to do this or he's just going to sit there and claw my leg off. Come on up, buddy. Look, say hello to everybody. You want to bark or anything? No, he's very quiet. He's very quiet. He's my little Well, ain't much little about him. This dog weighs a ton. Anyway. What? You can't play with shit. Just sit there and look cute. Anyway. Yeah.
He's adorable.
He sleeps with me every night. He snuggles up right against my back. I woke up yesterday morning to this one licking my nose. I felt something on my nose. I opened it up, and he's sitting there nose to nose with me. Licks me on the nose again. Just trying to wake me up. You slept enough, Dad. Get your ass up. Let's go eat something. That's what it is. He wants to eat something. But, yeah, we've had this one ever since. We had his mama. This is a product of one of the dogs we had before who passed away, and we kept 2 of the puppies. This is one of them, and he's spoiled rotten. All my animals are spoiled rotten. So, it's what
Life's
we do.
too short not to spoil
It
them.
is. It is. What are you going to do? Every one of us, if we have a pet, a fur baby, or, they're a member of the family.
I tell those people with pets all the time, one thing you'll never regret is any amount of time you spent loving on your pet.
No.
You'll never regret that.
Time well spent, and it's good for your heart. It's good for your heart. That's
true.
It really is.
Lowers your blood pressure.
Lowers your blood pressure. Unless they're being assholes, and then it has a tendency to.
Well, yeah.
I just, we're just having a bit because these 2, they're brothers. They sleep together every day. They've been together every day of their life. Vicky comes into the picture, and all of a sudden they want to kill each other. And it's like, we've broken up 2 dog fights, and that's it. No, we ain't doing it.
They're showing off.
Yeah. But it's my fault. That's the second time we've had her that she's come in season. I should have had her fixed last time when she got out of season. And I need to this time. I really need to get my ass and load her up in the truck and have her cut on. I do, because it's nerve-wracking. Do you guys have an
SPCA nearby?
There's several options for us that are reasonable.
Because they usually once a month will run like a cheap spay and neuter thing.
There's one place here that does cats for $15, and I'm thinking about if I can afford it, load them up 3 at a time. I got 3 small cages. I put 3 cats in there, take it to them, get them done. Because there's the big problem. My dogs I can control. Mm-hmm. It's them cats outside. All of a sudden have gone into a population boom, and man, it's there's a baby boom going on my porch, and that could only I bought 22-pound sack of cat food today. I suspect that's not going to last that long. I got 9 bowls I line up every morning. That's just for the outside cats. It's not including the 2 cats that live inside, 3 dogs, a donkey that as soon as I creak on the floor is down there braying away. Hey, 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 I heard you. Come get me breakfast. It's a wonderful life.
And let's not forget the birds.
The bird is sitting there. He's quiet until I uncover him. He usually sits there and makes a little noise, so I know he's live in there. But also know as soon as I take that cover off, he's going to want something. Right now, he's a happy bird. We had chicken. We had chicken for dinner.
There you go.
Oh, he loves chicken. I look at him like, you're a cannibal. Really? You're eating chicken? So, John's farm is what we have here.
There it is.
But I'm the kind of guy I'd have 50 dogs out here if I could give them all enough attention. I love dogs. I love animals, period, which I think is standard for a lot of people.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, John.
No.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
No. If you treat animals kind, I suspect you have a tendency to treat people kind.
Yep.
If you're mean to a dog or a cat, then I suspect your ass is pretty mean to people. Or a donkey. Yeah, I suspect your ass is pretty mean. You're not a nice person, so,
And a little bit of that unstable free dummies.
Yeah. Yeah. When people get carried to that extreme, then an animal doesn't mean shit to them. It's the greater purpose of making their statement or whatever it is. But we hope that the world is.
But it seems like the whole entire Republican Party is like that because they are completely indifferent to people of this country who have served this country honorably, and all they want to do is reach out and hurt, like with this government shutdown about to happen.
Indeed. Over what? Because this should not be a question. The debt ceiling should not be a question. It's money we spent, that we appropriated and spent. Well, the bill's here. What are we going to do? Fuck them. Is that that's what Mitch McConnell is saying? That we put something on the card, and now the bill is due, and Mitch McConnell's saying, no, we ain't going to pay it. Really? Well, there goes our credit rating in the tank. You know what's going to cost us later.
But he will continue to get paid being a senator, and he will have his health care. And should he develop another black spot on his hand, and may it go to the rest of his body the next time, he'll get that taken care of, no problem.
Yeah, indeed. You don't think that there's not a single congressman or senator up there that when they look at these bills, that it is going to impact their ass at all. It's not. Unless it's a plus. Unless they're passing a bill like Donnie's big tax cut, that, they're going to get a little pillone on that, man. They're going to have a little extra, baby. But there ain't nothing that they're going to pass that is for the poorer class that is going to affect them two shits. They're going to go home. You can't tell me a congressman. We don't have anybody in Congress, I don't think, that's not a millionaire. And most of them got that way after they got there.
Senates there are a number in the House that aren't.
There's a number in the House that aren't millionaires. I'm surprised. We don't have a single senator. I know that. Every senator is a millionaire.
No, I'm pretty sure senators.
Every senator is a millionaire. I know that. I don't know what the percentage is in the House. But if you look, I guarantee you could take any one of them, look at their financial, if you had access to it, and you could see the increase in wealth from the time they become a congressman, and that has nothing to do with their freaking salary. Their wealth goes up dramatically, and it's because of things that we don't see: dark money, stock tips, a lot of things. And we know it goes on. We know it does. Could I point to an incident and go, look, this guy got a stock tip? No. If I did, I'd probably have a lot more money. But I don't. I don't have that kind of information, and I'm not in that circle. But
and there was a senator that actually got a stock tip at one of Trump's fucking illegal Hatch Act illegal rallies he had in the Rose Garden. Sat there, we watched it on camera. Him getting a stock tip.
Yes.
He got pardoned by Trump because that fucker was looking at some jail time, and he got pardoned. He got convicted, and he got pardoned by Trump.
Is that the guy that was in Australia when he had to make that stock tip or move some money from? It was one of the congressmen. I remember talking about the story.
Yeah, I believe he was from here in California. I can't remember what his name is.
I remember doing the story on him, talking about it.
It was Hunter, wasn't it? Down south? Wasn't his last name Hunter, and he blamed it on his wife, threw his wife under the bus?
Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Or Huntington?
No, Hunter was right. You had it right the first time. Hunter. Can't remember his first name. Yes, the guy that blamed it all on his wife.
And this is as of
Duncan Hunter. Duncan Hunter.
Duncan Hunter, that's it. This is
Sparky Dunk. Why would you remember that?
Because it's my first name too.
I kind of thought so.
Roughly 48% of Congress are millionaires.
What percentage?
About 48%. That information is about a year and a half old.
Yeah, well, they revisit it today. I'm sure that percentage has gone up, and if you keep reviewing it, it'll probably keep going up. The longer you're there, the higher chance of you becoming a very wealthy individual. Term limits, baby. I swear, we should have term limits. There should not be a Chuck Grassley up there. It freezes our,
Or Mitch McConnell for the last 38 fucking years.
Yeah. There should be a term limit on this. There should be new blood injected into our.
There should be term limits on the Supreme Court.
Yes, there should.
Old thinking ass out of the seat.
We don't need somebody that's,
some new shit.
That's what makes. Yes.
Lindsey Graham should have a term limit.
Lindsey Graham is
He should have a term limit.
Yeah.
He should have been done last year.
He's in the news again because of this memo. Because the memo was really pushed towards two big Trumpers, Lindsey Graham and Mike Lee, and both of them turned it down. That 6-point memo. Let's overturn the election. Both of them were at least smart enough to go. You can't do this. There's no justification for it. There's no legal path to do this. And it didn't matter. The Trump guys could just do it. Just do it. Huh.
You know what? Trump did what he did, and Lindsey
Graham,
Lady G, and Mitch McConnell, after September the 6th, got on to the Senate floor, and both of them made comments about how they did not like what happened, and it was wrong, and Biden was president, and all the rest of that. And then a fucking week later, they're both brown nosing and got, wearing that brown lipstick again because their heads are stuck up Trump's ass, playing golf with him, and back in the big fucking lie.
No, nothing stands out more in my memory than the fact of Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy both standing up there talking about how it was indecent for this event, January 6th, and that who was responsible? It was Donald Trump. All this shit, they said it. And then, like Bernadette says, a week later, they got brown lipstick, orange lipstick on their face. And they continue to embarrass themselves by continuing to support him. Again, these are people with no integrity left, like Ted Cruz. He turned around and kissed his ass.
If he ran for president tomorrow, they would be right there backing his ass again.
What? I hear you, buddy. I hear you. He's getting impatient with me. Dad, ain't the show. It's time. Anyway. Let me catch up real quick because Catman56, my buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, came in with a $5 donation and says, "The Catman for the cats. A little help, LOL." Indeed, Catman, believe me, buddy, there's a good solid chance that $5 will go on cat food, I'm telling you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And Michael Johnson came in with a $5 donation, said, "Kitty and puppy treats. Fuck Trump and the GOP." Indeed. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate it both. Catman and Michael, thank you. Yes, there's a good chance that
that was one thing I never
trusted
trusted
about
about
money
Trump.
Goes to feed the dogs and cats and donkeys and birds. Huh.
Trump never had a dog, never had a cat, never had pets.
No.
See?
Hard to trust a person that
there you go.
don't like.
That's me in my book.
He's scared of them.
You don't have
He's
a dog?
scared of animals.
No cat? No nothing?
Wanted to show his voters that he's a real
He doesn't have the time to
Because
care
he's
about
a
anything but
fucking
himself.
Narcissist.
Yes.
Any narcissist that runs around with an animal, usually you find out that he killed it.
Yeah,
and it's
that they're
buried
abusive
in
to
a
it.
backyard somewhere.
Because there's nothing more important to a narcissist than themselves. They're not capable of putting their love into something other than themselves. And that's Trump in a nutshell. That's why he doesn't have any pets. His pet is his wife. That's his pet. Huh?
Explain his kids.
Yeah, explain his kids. I can't figure this stuff out. Don't get me started on melanoma because I got no respect for a woman. I'm sorry.
Fuckers either. He didn't take good care of them.
No.
That's why they're so screwed up.
Look at their whole family, and that was the question when Donnie first got elected in my house was what's going to happen to Bannon? Because Bannon every day had to be seeing the news. You have to be some kind of connected to the world to see all this shit. And we were wondering, well, how is he going to react? How is he going to grow up with this shit? Well,
Baron Putin's son?
Huh?
You mean Baron Putin's son?
Baron Putin's son, yeah. Yeah,
he's looking more and more like his real daddy the older he gets. Sorry, I shouldn't spread that.
It is a life of no responsibility and getting everything you want. That's what brought us Donnie, and that's what brought us Donnie's kids and wife. Is a sense of entitlement.
So does their checks stop when the government shut down?
No, because their checks come from the morons that donate them to them on whatever issue or charity they're running, de
What
jure.
about, the Secret Service and all the rest of that, because they're all federal employees.
Yeah, we're paying for that, baby.
Theirs will shut down, but the Trumps won't.
No, Trump
They're
will
living
have
off the
their
Donald Trump Defense Fund.
Why would a billionaire need a defense fund? I'm just wondering. Inquiring minds want to know, why would a billionaire keep trying to hustle money from every Tom, Dick, and Harry on the maggot side? A dollar, a dime, whatever it is.
Bills.
And then they leave that little block down there where they have a continuing donation where they'll soak your bank account dry, baby. And those, they just pointed somebody running for something is pulling that same thing with their, just a little story I read. Some politician somewhere is using that same thing on an advertisement, leaves that little block down there, checks it, makes it a continuing donation. So they can come in there and get that money out of your account all the time. Yes.
It's just,
in
if I
reality,
go back to his family, it's just, it makes you wonder. I mean, Biden has been married for 43 years, and still, the right-wing religious nuts are still worshiping Trump, even though he's been married 3 times.
Indeed.
He had sex with a porn star, and still they thinking he's a good Christian. No.
That's
just,
oh Lord, you get me off on a rant in that direction, because that's
such a dog whistle for them.
It is
exactly.
But I don't know about y'all, but in my personal life, I have family that I've spent 48 years listening to telling me. No, I'm sorry, 44 years. They're Christian. That you're a Christian. That you live a Christian life, and when you die, you're going to go to heaven. Well, guess what? I don't believe you anymore, baby. I don't. And that's hard to admit to when you're talking about your own family, because, that's how come I don't have any family now. Day after this election, baby, my family on my Facebook and all my dropped to nothing, baby. Dropped to nothing. The day after the election. The next morning, every bit of my family, save 1 or 2, gone, baby. We don't get invited to shit. We're just ostracized. Don't come around here. We don't want to talk about you and your kind. Your libtard.
What a good Christian position of theirs, huh?
That's my questioning. That is what gets me in trouble. Don't tell me you're a Christian. I'll say it to anybody. Don't tell me a Christian if you supported this man. You're not a Christian. You're using him to get something. Yes.
Well, look at John Hagee. I mean, he's in Texas and he supports Trump. I mean, John Hagee, he even called Obama the Antichrist. I mean, honestly, they
tell me why we're not taxing the shit out of churches.
The Antichrist, they called Obama the Antichrist. I'm sure some of them are calling Biden the Antichrist.
Biden's the
Antichrist. Want to know what it is? They have no idea who Christ is.
Yeah, it tells you. It tells you.
You know what, John?
Yeah.
For those people in my family that I don't talk to, I'm good, because you know what? I got a lot less headaches now.
I can sleep comfortably at night knowing I'm not bullshitting anybody. I am what I am. I stand in front of everybody. This is what you get, baby. This is it. Am I perfect? Fuck no. Am I going to heaven? Not a chance, baby. Not even if he's up there. Chances are I got that blasphemy thing going against me all this time. Chances are. But like I've always said, if he's up there, I give him one shot, one chance.
I bring the old subject in. Whatever happened to love of one another?
Is that not what all the popular religions teach? To be kind to your neighbor?
They don't teach it, but they also have modified that.
Live it.
Who is your neighbor?
Yeah, who's your neighbor? What do you mean by neighbor?
People.
Because they pick and choose the scripture and use it for their own needs. And that's a fucking hypocrite. That ain't teaching the Lord. That ain't teaching the word of God.
No.
That ain't teaching love. And the shit that you see out there nowadays is just bullshit. So, have at it. You get to God any way you want to. I'm going to let everybody else get to their gods however they choose to. And me and my God, we're going to work it out. Okay?
I'm gonna stir the pot here. I'm sorry.
I got some questions.
Let me catch up real quick while I'm trying to catch up on my breath. That last puff of Cavendish was really... Dwayne Mercer came in with a $5 donation. Dwayne, thank you very much. And Tim Torkelson came back with $5 and said, senators with brown on their nose also have dirt on their toes. They step in poop, so low they stoop. They peck the ground like crows. Fuck Trump. That's pretty good, Tim. Now, I know you wrote that yourself, brother. That's good. Senators with brown on their nose also have dirt on their toes. They step in poop, so low they stoop. They peck the ground like crows. Fuck Trump. L.T. Tim Torkelson, thank you very much, brother. What a poet, too. I'm telling you, the talent that we have in this family, it is, whew. We have artists, we have poets, we have songwriters, we have politicians, we have Aaron Trombley. We have a wide diversity of people in this family.
And we have a lucky host that,
and we have Bernadette.
Loves people and wants to get the word out. And, yeah. And I thank everybody who's contributed tonight to the show. Thank you very much, John. John says thank you, but I know truly how much he really does appreciate you guys.
I do.
I really do.
Yeah. I hold this family deep in my heart, baby. It's easy to say, but it's hard to explain what I mean by that. But I do. This is my life. This is, after 5 years, and I've only had the opportunity to meet a handful of you, and I'm so looking forward to November 13th and to meeting a lot more of you, and I'm really looking forward to that. We are going to do a show from there. We're going to do it. We're going to do everything we possibly can. Live, baby, if we can. Anyway.
A live Blue Dot show.
A live Blue Dot show from San Antonio on the Riverwalk, baby. What a romantic setting. I'm telling you. I'm looking forward to it. I heard from Terry Ballard and Richard. They're coming. Looking forward to it. Mitch and Julie. Bill joins. And they're just Miss Linda. They're just a bunch. Anyway,
it's going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in, visiting tonight, and being a part of this show on Facebook, on YouTube. That conversation I say all the time, baby. That's the family, baby. That's the family. They meet here every time we come on. They say hello to each other. They say goodnight to each other. Big Johnson says San Antonio is my hometown, so he knows what I'm talking about when I say you can't get any finer than the Riverwalk, baby. I wish Corpus Christi had the Riverwalk. It is such a as a matter of fact, Jay and Stephanie, if you ain't been to the Riverwalk, well, romance is not all the way there, baby. I'm telling you, you need to go there and just walk the Riverwalk in the evening. It is just so, man, something to see. Anyway, and I want to thank everybody for coming by. Tony, I know you're always quiet, brother, but we always appreciate you in this room, brother.
Well, I was eating.
Okay. Well, you didn't have to tell on yourself, but go ahead.
Well,
eating your sandwich.
Hold on a second. I just wanted to say hi to Bernadette and David and Jeremy and Sparky Doug and Ed and everybody in the audience, which is Odessa and Ben Solo, Earth Mama and Gary Blue and T.W. Travis and Betta, I think it is. I just want to say hi to all you guys. That's all. I'll sit there and listen.
You say hello to family.
I love being around you guys.
I can't see who's down in there.
And I heard you the other night, John, when you talking about my food. But anyway,
I was talking about your food, buddy. Were your ears burning?
Yeah.
Yes, we were talking about your food.
It was burning. It was burning. But anyway, hey, I'm happy. I love it. Anyway, give me a little bit of publicity.
It kills me to go over there and look at that food porn, man. Yeah. And I go out there in the kitchen and look at my wife. I'm going,
Tony's trying to take over my spot. He just better be lucky. I'm in the sixth grade right now.
Oh, competition in the food porn. Love it.
It's almost like a throwdown's getting ready to happen, okay?
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't take that shit from him, Bernadette.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to chill out for a while. I'm going to watch for everybody else for a while, okay? I made my decision last night. I looked at how much is in there. I said, I'm just going to sit back for a while. See, let other people put stuff here so I can admire it.
They can post at the same time. They do.
I guess we'll have a couple ladies and take a picture of them.
I would have took a picture of my leftover piece of Popeye's chicken from yesterday that I microwaved in the oven to get hot again. But it really wasn't that
I don't care
appetizing looking.
I don't care if you took the chicken and put it over a match. You cooked it.
You cooked it. That's it.
Okay.
Hey, I still
That's
say the
me.
greatest invention
But hey,
I ever got was that air fryer. Well, I love that thing. Put chicken in there and push the button. That's it. Comes back and it's
Thanks for
chicken.
having me on the
Winter is
show.
coming and I'm gonna be stuck inside, so I ain't gonna have nothing else to do but sit around and cook all day. So.
And put up stuff in jars and cans. I know you.
Yep, dude. I'm looking at a pickle relish recipe right now.
Outstanding. I'm putting my order in. That's post office box. Never mind. You already know. Anyway, again, Tony,
But
thank
thanks
you
for
for
having
coming.
me, John,
You
on the
betcha.
show.
And enjoyed it every time you come. And Ed.
Thank you. Okay.
Ed, thank you for coming in, brother. We enjoy it every time you do. Thank you.
It's
Enjoy
great
it.
to hear. It's great to be there. It's great to be in the mood with
There you go. Hell of a thing.
Let to voice your opinion and everything.
There you go.
Want to say goodnight to you all.
And
Till
good.
Thursday.
Till Thursday, until we're back. And all right. And let me see, David. David,
Yes, sir.
always a pleasure, brother. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I hope your day goes
Hey.
good tomorrow.
It's always
It's Wednesday. It's sometime. We can get through that shit. Not a step for a stepper. We can get through that crap. Next thing you know, it'll be the weekend.
Hey, I just keep saying it. Mañana.
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 Mañana, we will look
Mañana is
for oil.
good enough for me.
That's an old saying down here. Mañana, we would look for oil. Anyway, David, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it tremendously. And Jeremy, thank you, brother, for the donation and for coming in and visiting.
Yes, sir. And I was going to tell everyone, don't forget, a few short hours. We passed the spring into fall. Thank God.
Ain't that something?
Yep.
Yeah, it was 96 today. Yeah, I don't think fall's coming anytime quick. Well, I don't know. We might get a little drop tomorrow, I hope. I'm looking forward to it. It's been too damn hot. So, Jeremy, enjoy the season, my friend. And Bernadette, always a pleasure,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Thank you for coming in here.
Well, you're welcome, John. It is the first day of fall, and I want to thank all the Blue Dots that have come in here and used their voices tonight, and everybody that's on YouTube and kicking in those super chats. Appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it
Really do
tremendously.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah, hit the like button on the way out, may I ask?
Yeah, don't
You know.
forget to do that. I never asked you to, but don't forget to hit the like button down there, the little thumbs up button, and let them know you're here. And we only got one maybe today. Dakota.
Oh, we got more than that.
Did we?
Well, one down, yes.
One down.
So what you're saying, John, is Dakota was
maybe.
just basically playing with himself today?
Basically, it's what he does now.
Well,
I hope he had
I'm sorry.
I hope he had a grand time. I don't want to talk about him. Let's move on.
there you go.
Anyway,
Waste of time.
Who's having a good day?
there you go. Anyway,
There you
thank
go.
you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family.
Hey, don't I get to say something?
Oh, hey, Spark, how could I miss you, brother? Did I? Yes, I did. Sparky.
I want to
I
tell you,
apologize, brother.
check out the new dress uniforms for Space Force that
Oh,
came
really?
out today.
I will have to investigate that.
They are butt ugly.
Oh, Sparky, aren't those horrible?
I've not seen them yet. I gotta see though. Oh Lord.
They look like bellhops.
Oh no, please don't.
This past weekend, the Air Force celebrated its 74th anniversary as a separate service.
The Air Force did, yes, because they started out as part of the Army Air Corps. Then they broke apart and formed the Air Force. As well they should, because we needed it. But you know how we are about our uniforms. See, the Navy, they came along at one point and tried to change the uniform. Get rid of the Dixie cup and the 13-button pants and the flap. And they wanted to put us in a double-breasted uniform and, like a regular. Just a minute, we're almost done. It didn't go over well. I did not like it, and they finally reverted back to the Dixie cup, because that's what a sailor is. Don't tell me put me in one of them, suit-looking uniforms. No, I'm on Liberty, baby. I want to flash them bell bottoms. Let that flap go in the breeze. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. Mañana's Wednesday, so we'll be here for a rant tomorrow, me and Clyde. And then we'll be back here for Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. So please come by and join us. Come on to Discord and get in the conversation. Come to the Blue Room after the show. We'd love to have you. Come meet you. Anyway, other than that, y'all say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody, and we'll see y'all later. Please take care of yourself. Put a smile on your heart and try to put one on somebody else's face. It'll put one on yours. Y'all take care, and we'll see y'all later.